Eric Strompwitz and Ken Smyers, man. One of the cool things about this show is you just get to discover the coolest technology. And I got to tell you, this gentleman we're talking to right here, Abe Samani. Lawyers hate this guy, real estate attorneys. Why do they hate him so much? Because he's putting them out of business and he's saving you money. So Kenny, Abe, well, tell us a little bit about what you guys do. And I'm kind of talking in jest, but it's kind of true, isn't it?
Yeah, so Leverton is basically a software platform that uses artificial intelligence to extract data out of legal and corporate contracts, specifically things like real estate leases, loan documents, certificates of insurance. We process that data using our machine and deep learning algorithms. It's more accurate, it's faster, it's way, way cheaper, and then we push all that data out into all your third-party platforms with easy integrations. So we're making life a lot easier for our landlords and tenants, and unfortunately, yeah, some of those real estate attorneys won't have much to do.
Well, they can go get a real job, right? But, but you know, so Abe, I mean, you were telling me a little bit before we started the interview about the percent savings that some of these real estate companies can save due to these inefficiencies. Tell our community what you told me.
Look, it's really simple. The average U.S. real estate lease takes about 6 to 8 hours to manually abstract on top of the annoying, painful process that is there. We can get that down to a few minutes to less than a few hours. And so obviously that has 50 to 75% cost savings that we can transpose back to our clients.
That's amazing.
Well, without scaring us with the technology and the artificial intelligence, tell us about the quality of extraction. I think one of the big problems we had, where we've seen similar products come out with solutions, but it was like Google Translation. The quality and the percentage was maybe 80 or. Talk about your quality extraction.
Sure. So the one thing you have to realize is no AI solution is going to be 100% perfect. What we have is a more hybrid model where it's an AI intelligence that gets you up to a certain point, and then human reviewers actually massage the rest of the data, make sure you get to 100% accuracy. That's the only real way to do it. Anybody who's selling you AI is going to solve all your problems, the magic button is full of it, and you shouldn't believe them for a second. The people who are really deploying real AI technology are the ones that understand it's a robot arm meets a human arm.
I love that. Very well said. So, Abe, how did you come up with this, man? I mean, how long has the company been around, and how did you get into it?
It's a funny story. I started a commercial real estate fund, actually right here in Nashville, called Priam Properties. We own about 30 buildings, and it was late in 2016, and I was tasked during a due diligence project to abstract some leases. And it was Friday night, and I missed my wife's surprise birthday party because I was sitting there abstracting these leases, and I said, my God, there has to be a better way. And that sort of birthed Leverton, and I always say that, the reason Leverton came about is that I wouldn't get yelled at by my wife. So.
Dude, I tell you what, that has moved mountains, man. All of us trying to avoid getting yelled at by our wives. But now, did you have a computer background, or did you just know people that knew how to do this?
I took computer programming in high school, and I failed all my classes. I had my mom take my final exam for me, but I learned just enough that I was able to, understand the industry. Before this, I was in finance, private equity, and I actually worked at a software tech firm, so I sort of built my resume there, and then came and decided to build something myself.
Dude, this is amazing.
Well, like everything else going on here in the world, we have this element of cybersecurity and security with the databases. What does Leverton do differently to ensure the highest levels of security?
Absolutely. Look, we are trying to comply with every single standard that's out there, whether that's SOC 1, SOC 2, SOC 3, ISO 27001, multi-factor authentication, single sign-on. These software today, no matter who you're using, it has to be safe, it has to be secure. You don't want Facebook incidents happening to our enterprise-grade software, especially when the lease data is worth millions and millions of dollars.
Sure is. So.
Well, listen, we got to clean a little mess up here, because for all those attorneys out there, attorneys are people too, right? So it seems to me that attorneys could use your software too to streamline their process, right?
Absolutely. We have law firms that use this to make their process more efficient. And honestly, what lawyers want to work on is more of the higher paying work, not the lease abstraction work or the data entry work. That's not that valuable to them. They want to be able to glean analysis. They want to be able to provide contract analytics back to their customers. And they can only do that with a software like us that's able to turn all that structured data in high volumes very quickly and efficiently.
I'm very impressed with this, Abe. This is great. So somebody sees this interview, because we got millions, hundreds, maybe 10 followers, but we got lots of followers. And so somebody sees this and they say, look, we want to get involved with your company. Walk them through the process. How do they contact you? What happens next? And sort of walk them through some of the processes.
Look, it's really simple. You visit our website, leverton.ai. We're not a .com, we're .ai, which is great. And what we do with everybody is try before you buy. So come to me, we'll upload a few leases for you, we'll abstract it, you guys get to see the results, and then from there we can move towards a larger pilot or whatever it is. I absolutely believe in the try before you buy mentality, and all the software vendors here should do the same thing, because you don't want to get stuck in a relationship with a vendor when you don't understand what they do and they don't understand what you're trying to do either.
Very cool, Abe. I think you're going to do some great things. Any other questions, Kenny, before you hop?
Yeah, well, the way you go to market, I did see something that caught my eye and I remembered it, is how you provide your service. You can do contract level services, or you can sell the front end services. Tell us how you go to market.
Look, it's really simple solution. We have a Leverton Assisted, which basically lets you upload any contracts to our out-of-the-box data models. They're ready to go. Literally, if you tell me today that you want to upload a lease and get it extracted, I can do it from my mobile phone and it can be ready in an hour. No long implementation cycles, no long sort of integration cycles. Everything is sort of ready to go out of the box. We're already integrated with JDE, Yardi, MRI, VTS, Argus, all the top softwares that you're already working with today. And I think the beauty of it is that we're trying to make it simple. We're trying to make it elegant. This doesn't have to be rocket science. Implementing AI at a real estate organization doesn't have to wait for 5 years. You can do it today.
Very good.
Very cool, man. My only last question is, where do I invest?
Well, that might be available soon as well. So.
There you go. Well, listen, man, sounds like great stuff, man. Thank you for taking a few minutes to speak with us.
Appreciate it.
Abe, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well.